Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Sunshine Fortunes Education. So here at this channel we provide the best tips and advice for international students. Today we are diving into a very important topic of scholarships and funding for international students in the UK. If you are dreaming of studying in the UK but are worried about the costs, this video is for you. We'll cover everything from government scholarships to university specific grants. So make sure you watch till the end. And if you are also interested in studying in UK or any of the good countries, feel free to contact us and please subscribe to our channel. So first, let's talk about the different types of scholarships and funding options available. Broadly, these can be categorized into government funded scholarships, university specific scholarships, private and non-profit organization scholarships, research and departmental grants. And next, I'll be discussing about government funded scholarships. In case of government funded scholarships, the UK government offers several prestigious scholarships for international students. Here are some of the popular ones. First is Chevening scholarships. It is a fully funded scholarships for 1 year master's degree. And for being eligible, a student should be from Chevening eligible countries. Tuition fees, allowance, return airfare rather, and other allowances are also being covered in this particular scholarship. For making application, it's always advised to highlight your leadership skills, potential, and professional achievements. Next, I would like to discuss about Commonwealth scholarships. Commonwealth scholarship is being funded by the UK Department for International Development, which is also called as DFID. For being eligible, a student should be from a Commonwealth country. Countries like India, Pakistan, Australia, students coming from these countries are eligible. It covers tuition fees, airfare, and personal maintenance. For being eligible to apply, you should be able to focus more on your home country, and post completion of your course, you should return back to your country. Next is Great Scholarship. It is jointly funded by the UK government and UK higher educational institutions. Students from selected countries are eligible for the same. Minimum of £10,000 of scholarships is being granted to international students for Great Scholarship. You should demonstrate academic excellence and a clear study plan for being eligible for this particular scholarship. These scholarships are highly competitive, so make sure to start your application early and get all your documents in order. Next, we will be discussing about university specific scholarships. Many UK universities offer their own scholarships to attract talented international students. So there are few examples. For example, Queen's University Belfast is having scholarship from the School of Management. Next, University of Oxford. So this University of Oxford is also offering fully funded scholarships for graduate students. It is open to all applicants for graduate study at Oxford. Tuition and college fees is being covered. Generous grant is being given for living expenses as well. For applying, there's a deadline in the month of January, so you should apply on time. Next is University of Cambridge. So Gates Cambridge scholarships is a very important scholarship and very famous scholarship which covers the full cost of studying in UK, and it's mainly for postgraduate studies. It's for citizens of the countries outside of the UK. It covers tuition fees, maintenance allowance, airfare, and many other additional costs. It focuses on the leadership potential and a commitment to improving the life of others. Next is a very important and famous scholarship which is from London School of Economics, LSE Undergraduate Support Scheme. So LSE Undergraduate Support Scheme gives you financial support for undergraduate studies in UK. So all nationalities can apply for same, and it varies based on the financial need of the students. And for being eligible to apply, you should provide a proper detailed financial information and a strong personal statement, or what we call SOP, statement of purpose. You should make sure to check the specific eligibility criteria and deadlines for each university scholarship. Next, we'll discuss about private and non-profit organization scholarships. In addition to government and university scholarships, there are numerous private and non-profit organizations that are offering funding for international students for studying in the UK. Here are some notable ones. First is the Rotary Foundation. It offers global grants for graduate level coursework or research work. Students are being endorsed by their local Rotary Club. Minimum budget of £30,000 is being granted, in which tuition fees is covered, accommodation is covered, and other expenses are also covered. And for being eligible for this, you should engage with the local Rotary Club and should understand their priorities and you should act accordingly. Next is the British Council IELTS prize. This particular scholarship awards are given to the students with outstanding performance in the IELTS test. Students from selected countries in Asia are being offered this scholarship. Scholarships up to £10,000 towards tuition fees are given. For achieving this particular scholarship, the student should have a very high score in the IELTS exam and they should show academic as well as extracurricular achievements. Next is Fullbright Commission scholarships. These scholarships are for postgraduate study or research in the UK. This is particularly meant for US citizens and it covers tuition fees, living expenses, and travel cost depending upon the profile of the candidate who has applied for it. And while applying, you should highlight your research interests and how they align with the Fulbright mission. So these scholarships often have different application processes and deadlines. So be sure to read the guidelines carefully. Next type is research and departmental grants. For those interested in research, many departments within universities offer specific grants and funding. Here are few examples which I would like to discuss. Research Councils UK, RC UK, it offers funding for research projects and postgraduate training. For being eligible, you should refer to the website of the course because it varies by council and program, and it covers tuition fees, stipends, and research costs. For applying, you should make sure that you collaborate with your potential supervisor to craft a strong research proposal. Next is departmental scholarships. Many departments have their own scholarships for outstanding students, and it varies by department. And while you apply for this scholarship, you can consider that your tuition fees, living expenses, as well as research costs might be covered. While applying, you should demonstrate your passion and potential in your chosen field of study. For example, Queen's University Belfast School of Management, Department of Business, is offering scholarships of £6,000 for all the international students. And for checking that, you can go to the website, or if interested, you can contact our team. We'll be able to give you more detailed information regarding that. Next is industry sponsored scholarships. So companies in specific industries may sponsor scholarships for relevant courses. For being eligible, students in the related fields of study should apply on the company website. It varies by company, and while applying, you should consider to network with industry professionals and align your studies with your industry needs. So these opportunities are often less advertised. So make sure you talk to your department and potential organization where you want to work in future. So now I'll give you some tips for applying for the scholarships. While you are applying for scholarships, it can be a daunting task, but here are some tips to help you succeed in your application process. So first thing is to start early. Give yourself plenty of time to research and prepare your applications. Next is to understand the criteria, eligibility criteria. Tailor your application to meet the specific requirements of each scholarship. Next point is strong personal statement. Highlight your achievements, goals, and how the scholarships will help you. Next point, which you have to keep in your mind, is to get the references. Choose your referees who you know very well and can speak to your strengths. And next point is of proofreading. Ensure your application is free of errors and clearly presented. Adhere to all the guidelines and submit all required documents. Follow the instructions properly. Remember, persistence is the key. Apply to as many scholarships as you qualify for and don't get discouraged by the rejections. Next, let's discuss about additional funding options. Apart from scholarships, there are other ways to fund your studies in the UK. First is education loan, student loan. So some countries offer government loans for studying abroad. Check with your home country's education department. So your education loan covers almost everything, depends upon which country you are coming from. Next is part-time job. While you are studying in UK, you can work part-time. You can work 20 hours per week during term time and you can earn some funds and you can save it for covering your expenses for living as well as education if you are able to spend ample amount of time on that. Next point is to look for jobs on campus or in your local area for covering your expenses. So it comes under the part-time job itself. Next point is crowdfunding. Platforms like GoFundMe or Indiegogo can help you raise funds. You can share your story and goals to attract support, and people will fund your education. Next is savings and family support, which you always have in most of the cases. Personal savings and financial help from the family members can help you in covering your education. You should plan your budget and savings strategy well in advance. So explore all these options to create a comprehensive funding plan for your studies. And that's it for today's video on scholarships and funding for international students in the UK. We hope you found this information helpful and feel more confident about your funding options. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. If you have any questions or need further assistance, leave a comment below or reach out to us on our social media channels. Thanks for watching and best of luck with your scholarship applications. See you next time.